¿Qué onda, raza? Welcome, everybody. Thursday Night Football, the preview. You see it right here. El Mexican Soccer Podcast. Bienvenidos, gente. Welcome, everybody. Edwin Cáceres, ¿cómo andas, brother? How are you, man?
Muy bien, señores. How are you guys?
Everything is good over here. And on the other side, we have el super mojado con su compa Bernie Sanders. Ahí se alcanza a ver atrás. What's going on, mi super?
Saludos, banda. Mi tío Bernie aquí, flew from DC. He got here and he's with me right now. Se vino al Mexican Soccer Podcast, así que no se lo podía perder.
Mi tío Bernie aquí, así andamos. Estaremos hablando de todo. Nos escuchamos a nosotros. Ahí está ya. Sí. Estaremos hablando de todo. We're going to be talking about everything today, but especially we have an important guest, and this is not you, Edwin. Forget about it. We have important people here also in this show. Samara Perez will be joining us from Houston, Texas, live, and she's going to be talking about the DACA programs that we're going to be sponsoring, sort of, and we're going to be pretty much giving away. So stay tuned. Please stay connected. Listen to all the stuff we have to say, important stuff about soccer. But then we get to the very important stuff right here, because beginning this Friday, we're going to start giving away some DACA grants. And Samara Perez will be with us, joining us live, in letting us know what's going on with this. And for most of us, or a lot of people, got happy yesterday, but who knows? That's another topic. We're going to be talking about Monterrey, that it's a disaster pretty much with their COVID situation. And then it turned out to be an America situation now, because a few players, especially Memo Ochoa, they're going to be postponed their games. Really, it's Monterrey and León. They're gonna postpone it due to COVID, and then also America against Juárez. Who knows what would have happened if America would have been the guilty of this situation? It was Monterrey, and a lot of people are talking about that. Maybe if it was America or Chivas the responsible of this, it would have been tougher than it is right now for Monterrey. But who knows what's going to happen? It's just hopefully everybody gets out of this with no problems and healthy, which is the most important thing. And eventually we're going to see the games, which I think it goes to a second spectrum. The most important thing right now is to be healthy, everybody, and everything. But anyway, what do you guys think of this situation, Super, and you, Edwin? Do you guys, who should be the responsible? Who should be held responsible and accountable of this? What's going on?
Hold on, I'm gonna get into super mode right now, because I called the last show that I was in, and I said it. There was the Funes Mori and another few players presented before the game even started presented symptoms of COVID, and apparently a la directiva del Monterrey and all them, it wasn't relevant until they got the results back. So now, in Monterrey has more than 35 cases within all staff and youth academy players of COVID, and that has presented into the closing of their training facilities. They have closed down their training facilities. You're not allowed to go in or out of the training facility. Some of the players that are staying in the clubhouse in the training facilities are not allowed to get out of the room. So I think it was managed badly by the Directiva of Monterrey, by the whole staff, everything that happened. Now, America, Ochoa, Benedetti, and those are the only two names that have been filled. Out.
There's another one in there.
They have been out. Richard Sanchez, the Paraguayan, yeah. But those are the only three that we know so far.
Yeah,
that tested positive. We don't know until until the end of this week, or maybe next week, how many other cases are gonna be out there of COVID. I think this is one of the things, a sign that now I think cases or soccer is a second matter here in Mexico, over there in Mexico.
No, of course, and I mean, more likely, I'm not saying that it will, but more likely, these are young athletes that are in very good shape. So more likely they're just going to go over. But still, who knows what could happen to some of the staff and then the staff bringing it to their homes, and then that's when disaster happens. Even the people, even the players, it could affect them physically, but also it could affect them in their families. Super. You should who you should hold responsible for this? What do you think of this situation, Monterrey, and then they should get to the bottom of it?
No, it's just getting fuera de control. They're losing control of this situation. La Liga, I would hold La Liga responsible. I would hold the club responsible. Everyone is responsible. Everyone has a little bit of responsibility because of this,
But if you hold La Liga, then they shouldn't be playing. So you're also giving some responsibility to the clubs.
We've been saying that. This is the risk that you take for having the sports like this,
So you don't think we should have LigaMX at this moment right now?
Listen, I mean, look what's going on with los Juegos Olímpicos. We were talking about this before the show. There's a possibility. I don't know. Has this been confirmed, Edwin? That los Juegos Olímpicos they've been canceled?
The committee of the Olympics. Of the Olympics have said that one of the possibilities, and most likely the one of the biggest possibilities, the Olympics are going to get canceled for this year, and there's not going to be an Olympic Games for this year either. So this is going to be like completely canceled. That they're not going to postpone it. This is going to end. There's not going to be an Olympic Games for this year, and then we're just going to move forward to the next.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so there you go. I mean, if an event like that can cancel, even La Liga MX, they canceled el torneo 2 seasons ago.
No, absolutely.
But now, and it wasn't as bad as it is right now. The cases that the amount of cases, positive cases, the amount of people dying, this is a real thing, going on. So listen, if you're willing to risk everyone's health, hey, you got to be held responsible. You got to own it,
Well, there's a few things that we have to take into consideration. One thing is, okay, we're continuing this process because we cannot stop. A lot of people depend of it. So we're going to go for it. Okay. But you also give the responsibility. If they find out that Funes Mori was infected before and he presented symptoms before the game, that's when Monterrey becomes responsible because they had some information. How come Edwin knew about this? And it turned out, no, seriously.
Es que estaba infiltrado el güey.
People from Monterrey definitely knew that. So
exactly.
It's important, and they have to take that into consideration.
No,
and the problem would be if they try to cover for somebody or for some clubs. That's a bigger issue.
They did. It did come out before the game it was during that game. Before the game, they were saying that there was a possibility that game was going to be postponed because they knew that Monterrey had presented cases already. So it wasn't like they were trying to hide it. It's just like, hey, they allow players to play that possibly, allegedly they had players on the field that were presented symptoms.
Not only that, Super, during this past Monday and Tuesday, Gallardo en Craneviter, el otro jugador argentino, estaban entrenando con síntomas de COVID. Estuvieron entrenando en el Barrial con síntomas de COVID. ¿Qué te deja ver eso? O sea, esto no es un tema que se tenga que tomar a la ligera. It's not something that's lightly and that's going to happen. It's not like the influenza, because the influenza, was a big matter. But we got the vaccine, the shot right away after a couple of months, and then everything went back to normal. This is a situation. This is a global situation. It's a whole different perspective. Even Premier League is considering right now, because of the high number of cases again of COVID, of postponing again for at least 2 weeks all their games.
Yeah, well, it's one side of the story, because the other one, which is, it goes against everything that we're talking about right now, because in Mazatlan, they're thinking Mazatlan Santos, which is the next game coming up. going with 40% of the fan capacity in El Kraken in Sinaloa.
Not anymore.
Oh, that's it?
Oh, they canceled
the city apparently the city right now came out saying they're not going to allow to open up their doors.
All right, so
there
that's
you go.
good. Good to know. And
yes.
people, you heard it first here in El Trio Online and LigaMXeng podcast. So, okay, because we have our insider, Edwin Cáceres.
Ahí el reportero
Edwin,
del bajo mundo.
Those titles are a big responsibility. Just so you know, you cannot be a Jeff Passan or a what's the other guy's name from ESPN.
No.
Those insiders. So watch out.
Voy a ser el
John Sockley de la selección.
El Rubén Rodríguez de ETO.
Tenemos aquí el arma secreta. We have a secret weapon, el topo.
As long as you don't
Edwin el topo.
Huerta telling that everybody, all the players decided to sell themselves.
Edwin Huerta.
You have proof. Edwin Huerta. Saludos a la banda de ESPN en México. A los de fútbol picante, ¿por qué no? ¿Cómo no? Nos escuchan todos los días ellos. De aquí se inspiran.
También, sí. Aquí salen sus...
De aquí agarran su información.
El productor de aquí viene a copiarnos.
Anyway, so moving on then. So good thing that they're not allowing people though.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things. That's one of the things that it came out maybe like 5 minutes before we started the show. El sistema de salud de Sinaloa. Creo que no les está dejando, les está pidiendo que cierren las puertas por este partido en particular para ver si así tratan de disminuir los casos, que por cierto Sinaloa es uno de los pocos estados en México que está
en green, ¿no?
Está en semáforo amarillo.
¿O es amarillo?
¿El resto está en rojo o qué?
¿Mande?
¿El resto está en rojo o qué?
La mayoría.
Okay. Well, good to know, but also good to know that they're closing this, and that answers our next question. Is we're saying, considering the pandemic, should they allow any fans in any stadiums? The answer is a strong no for that, and I don't even have to ask you guys that. We already know because we talked about it, which is fine, and I think they should take care of every single player, very important, and then realizing, I mean, it's a tough lesson, but we learned from what happened with Monterrey. I remember in other sports, just a quick example, World Series with the LA Dodgers, they had to take one of the players out during the game. They just decided, yep, you're out, and it was because he tested positive at some point, and it turned out it was like a false positive. But still, they took the precaution that they had to take, and they took him out of the game. The game 6 of a World Series. That's an important game that he didn't want to miss.
But I mean, at the end of the day, either you make a player miss one game, or you risk everybody else and getting infected, and you risk their families, you risk everyone around them.
Yep.
So I mean, to me, a game, it's a game. Maybe a final, you're not going to be able to play it again in your life, but it is what it is. I'm not going to put a risk your life. Let's say we're playing together a game and I ended up coughing all day or with a sore throat or something. I'm not going to go to the game and be exposing you guys or exposing your family. Now you got to think about players that have little kids, they have kids at home, like Beltrán de Chivas, que vivía con sus papás. O sea, tienes que pensar en muchísimas familias, no solamente tenemos el ejemplo en América, el utilero del América, don Toño o don Pepe, algo así, que no recuerdo su nombre, la verdad. Es un gran amigo y un gran consentido de Guillermo Ochoa. El señor lo ve partir y lo ve regresar. Hay un reportaje en redes sociales en donde Ochoa lo recibe y está llorando. Ahora, tú tienes que ver la salud del señor. O sea, no es un señor, no es una persona joven, es una persona de las que está en alto riesgo. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que va a pasar si la mayoría de tus jugadores o de los rivales que fueron a tu estadio, que tuvieron contacto con él, porque él es parte de los utileros. Él tiene que estar en los estadios. El equipo local provee las casacas para el calentamiento, provee balones, provee todo eso. Entonces estás viendo la situación
de los rivales que fueron a tu estadio, que tuvieron contacto con él, porque
Mira, qué bonito suenas, güey.
Me escuché.
Parece político, güey, ¿no?
Ya sé, no, hasta yo. Qué bonito hablas. No, pero tienes mucha razón. You're 100% right, and you should consider that. And this is when we said before, the game football becomes a second spectrum. The most important thing right now is health for everybody, and same thing happens with everybody that is watching. I'm sure Edwin wouldn't come up with us to do a show in the studio because if he felt a little bit under the weather, but it's okay.
No, sure not.
Thank you for taking care of us. We appreciate that. El super mojado se cura todo con un par de tequilas. Ese güey siempre amanece crudo, así que no pasa nada.
Unos buenos chilaquiles, güey. Ahí se arregla.
Abuelita, soy tu nieto. Así mero. So, continuing the game tonight, because I'm staying up, by the way, because I do want to watch it, even though I have to work early tomorrow morning, because el productor no me paga lo suficiente para vivir de este super show.
No manches, no.
¿Qué pasó, mi produ? ¿Por qué no es ese sonido? Come on. Anyway, stay up, guys. Stay up.
¿No te pagan? Perdón. Pensé que ganabas lo mismo que yo.
No. Tenemos que hacer nuestra unión, porque...
Voy a hablar con mi representante. Anyway, Chivas against San Luis en el Alfonso Lastras. What do you guys think? Edwin, ponte la camiseta. Háblame como el aficionado de Chivas de closet que eres, por favor, dímelo. ¿Cuánto va a ganar Chivas y por qué?
Empate.
Wait. I gotta rephrase the question. Tell me why Chivas is winning this game without telling me that Chivas is winning this game. Booyah.
Ya, no salgas tus jaladas, güey. What the...
No, señor.
Ya, se salió el güey, ya.
Creo que I think Atlético de San Luis has a higher chance of winning this game. If you have watched some of their games, it hasn't been the Atlético de San Luis from last season. It looks a lot more solid in the defense. Maybe la ausencia de Bilbao is going to affect them this time porque es un gran lateral, but it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game because Chivas hasn't really shown a lot in the offense. It hasn't really shown a lot of dynamic. I don't think, no creo que teniendo, creo que JJ Macías iba a está ya para este partido. Pero
no va de inicio,
No, va a la banca. Entonces, si tu salvación es un chavo que está un 60%, tu revulsivo en la banca es un chavo que está un 60%, no le veo mucho.
Easy day. They have other players. They have other strikers. By the way, we're waiting for the comments from people because I know they're watching it.
Could you name it?
You don't have to worry about it, man. We have Oribe ahí listo para entrar a la cancha.
Ahora sí tienes a Oribe, ¿verdad? Pero la temporada pasada Oribe se tiene que ir del equipo, Oribe no debe jugar.
No, va
yo pensé que estaba en tu foto.
I want to remind everybody before we continue. Send your comments. We're going to be reading whatever you have to say. Stay tuned because Samara Perez, our
ya está calentando ahí en el
soon. So I wanted to read what you guys think about this COVID situation, and also I want you to tell me why Chivas is winning tonight without telling me that Chivas is winning tonight. I wanted to hear that. Please send it over. I'm waiting for that.
Oye, súper. Yo pensé que el que tenías atrás de tu foto era Oribe Peralta, güey, ahí en la banca.
Es el tío Bernie. No, es el tío Bernie aquí. Le dijo a Biden que viniera, pero no está muy ocupado ahorita writing, signing that la nueva reforma migratoria, así que
andas bien feliz
con todo,
a ver si el tío Biden te da los papeles, ¿verdad? Súper.
Aquí ya lo traigo aquí al tío
al rato ya nada más va a ser el súper.
Ajá, y ya no nos va a hablar.
Ya.
Nos va a hablar I'm
No,
sorry,
no,
I'm
no,
sorry.
ya.
I
Voy a ser
don't
súper.
speak Spanish. I'm sorry. Así nos va a
El vato
hablar
se va a ir a la WWE.
sí, cual
No,
triple
no.
A, ni que nada. Va a ser el super wet.
Super wet.
Eso
Qué
no se
banda, qué
no
banda.
se oye muy bien, la verdad. Creo
No.
no te pongas ese apodo super.
¿Qué quieres decir, ¿Qué quieres decir, Edwin? ¿Super moist? Suena mejor.
Ay, chihuahuas.
Es un show de noche.
Míralo.
Recuerden,
Ey,
es un show de
te
noche.
están escuchando los niños. ¿Qué pasó?
Es un show de
Edwin?
noche ya. No. Es un show de
All right.
noche. El que salga con el mejor, en los comentarios, con el mejor apodo.
El
para
mejor
super
nuevo
mojado,
apodo para el super.
El mejor nuevo apodo del super mojado. ¿Qué le damos? Yo ahí tengo
Hugo le da una camisa.
Ahí tengo una camiseta, vale. Pero me tienen que seguir en Instagram, si no, no.
Perfecto.
No. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Me quieres cambiar el nombre ya?
Estaría bueno, no, que no quería nada mal, mira.
Sí, ya
Te
está
estás haciendo
registrado
un
y
favor,
todo,
super.
güey.
A lo mejor vienen ya los primeros 3 puntos para las Chivas. Hay que estar al pendiente.
Yes, esta noche Chivas takes the victory home, and I think San Luis started muy flojo. Empezó muy flojo. They started very
Y
weak.
las Chivas empezaron muy bien,
Mira,
No, bueno.
Dos
dije nada.
ganados, dos partidos, 2 perdidos. Así que para San Luis.
Ok.
I think that Chivas, yes, it hasn't shown their best game so far, but I think that finally tonight we're gonna see some action, and el por fin va a salir aquí Vega a dar la cara, que ya lo hizo en la conferencia de prensa. Así que no, I'm expecting a victory tonight. Recuerden que Chivas.
Super. Adelántame la alineación de Chivas hoy, Super. ¿Quién crees que va a iniciar?
Ok, va de inicio, va a ir Gudiño, Ponce, Mier, Sepúlveda y Sánchez en la defensa.
Ok.
Not too many changes there, En Molina y Villanueva en medio campo, ahí en la contención, y Calderón, Antuna y Brizuela van solo con Vega de punta, así que still not too many changes. This is what el Bucetich, el profe Bucetich has been doing.
Y en la banca, ¿quiénes son tu solución?
No, pues en la banca no tienes más que JJ Macías, Angulo. Those are like the typical substitution that he does, And
Oye,
I mean,
perdón por la pregunta, pero ¿a poco Angulo sigue en las Chivas?
Tranquilo, que es el.
¿Dónde está el productor ahí? Ponle el.
Es una pregunta en serio. La verdad que no he visto nada de Angulo.
Pues por eso no está de titular.
Ni la temporada pasada se vio nada.
No, Angulo sí fue uno de los jugadores que dio la cara el torneo pasado. He was one of the players that played the more, it was the decent, one of the most decent players that Chivas had last season.
Oye, ¿y el central que compró Chivas, cómo se llamaba? ¿Alexis Peña?
No, olvídate. Sí, güey, ¿quién es, güey? Ahora, si quieres hablar de Peña, who the hell is Peña?
¿Cuánto
acuérdate que
se gastaron en esos jugadores?
No. Acuérdate que Peña vino como o te llevas a los 3 o no te llevas a ninguno. Así que
el chino puede ser solución. ¿Cómo se llama este cuate?
Claro, se me estaba olvidando. El chino Huerta.
Ahí está.
No, you're right. He's a good option.
No. El chino es la solución. All right, guys, we're going to take a break. Stay tuned. We're going to have Samara Perez joining us after the break, and we're going to have important information about the DACA programs that we're going to be granting. So stay tuned. Stay connected until the end of the show also, because right after we're going to start watching Chivas against San Luis, and we're going to be probably talking about a little bit more about them. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody, to LigaMXeng Soccer Podcast. Aquí estamos viendo the Interbrand Factory, straight from Los Angeles. The best quality t-shirts. They have it at interbrand.com. Go visit them and check out the ETO merchandise. You can buy your own t-shirt and with the best quality and the best designs. So you can have your own and just walk around with some swag from El Trio Online. Remember, support the local community and be ready to buy one of those t-shirts. And also, we're going to be giving away some DACA grants from our sponsors of the podcast, which are the ones that you are watching right now. We're going to start applying this Friday. We're going to be giving details about this in a few moments because we have a special guest today. We're going to have Samara Perez joining us straight from Houston, Texas. Hola, Samara, saludos. Thank you for joining us today. If I would have known, I would have put a suit or something. I didn't know you were coming today, so thank you again for joining us and for everything that you're bringing. And I apologize in advance for all the stuff that Edwin and El Super Mojado are gonna say, because they just say things, but you know they're good people at the end of the day. How's everything with you, Samara?
Everything's good over here. Staying at home, staying safe. Going to the gym here and there, but everything's good.
Good to hear that. And tell us what do you have from the DACA grants that we are seeing from our sponsors this time?
Right. So for all those people who are DACA beneficiaries, ETO is going to have a DACA grant contest. So all they have to do is submit a 60-second video pretty much explaining why they need the renewal fee. So what this is going to be is going to be 5 winners, and it's going to be those 5 winners, each one is going to get the $495 renewal fee covered, or a new application fee covered for those who have not applied yet and for those who want to renew it. So it's pretty simple. This is all thanks to the sponsors that were shown on the screen earlier. So, this is a huge opportunity. Like, I'm a DACA recipient myself. So I would just suggest everybody to apply. This is like super simple to do. All you have to do is, like I said, submit a 60-second video, something creative, explaining, why you need it and how this can help you, how this has helped you. And it starts tomorrow, actually. So starting tomorrow, you have like a little bit over a week to submit your video. So all you have to do is post it on any social media platform. You could post it on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere where it could be seen. And your profile has to be public. So we're able to see it. And then for more information, you guys can head on over to our website on ETO. It's going to be eltrionline.com/DACA grants for more info on that. Do you have any questions?
We are seeing the website on the screen, so definitely keep an eye on that. But Samara, talk to us about the DACA program in general, because for some people, like El Super Mojado, for example, he doesn't even know what's going on. He's just here drinking beer.
Tranquilo. A ver, explícanos, Samara. Ya después.
Exactly. We want to know about
doy mi versión.
I was listening earlier about all the nicknames that y'all were going to give El Super. I wanted to give mine. I'm going to give him the nickname El Super Soaker once he transitions.
Está buena.
El Super Soak. No, but so there's some people that still don't know what DACA is. So with this, what DACA stands for is Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, and it's pretty much it saves you from deportation. So it gives you a work permit, it gives you a social security number, and it's pretty much like a green card, but it's not a green card. Like, there's no pathway to citizenship. So like for me with this, I was able to, get my first job. I've been a recipient of the program since 2012. So I graduated high school in 2011. So I was like, okay, I need to go to college. I need to pay for my school. So with that, I was able to start working and start paying for my education. And then, it does cost it's $495 to apply. And that money goes to the USCIS. And then sometimes you have to pay a lawyer. Sometimes, you could do it on your own. But this is a huge relief for those of us who do qualify for it.
Of course. And thank you to our sponsors for covering this fees. And it's really simple because a lot of people already post videos of themselves talking about whatever you have to, they want to talk about it. So it's even better when it can benefit them, or if you know somebody that should apply for this, let them know and follow El Trio Online all over the place and send your videos. I'm definitely posting this around. That way the word spreads around and everybody knows about these programs, because I'm pretty sure that sometimes we don't know about somebody that could use it, and by bringing it up to them, they can learn about this this program that they could apply. And obviously, if we are paying for the application, it gets even
a little
better.
bit easier. Yes.
Yeah, it gets even better.
And Hugo, just joking aside, listen, I just look at myself over here. Look at me. I mean, and then I came out from a contest online. I participated in a contest. I submitted a video, so I'm here because of that. So I really encourage you to participate, because even if you don't win, I didn't win that contest, but I'm here. I made it. And another thing is that I myself, listen, I know you guys look at me and they're like, hey, he's 100 years old, but I did benefit from this program myself. I am a dreamer. I am a DACA recipient. I was a DACA recipient myself. So this is really helpful. That opened, once I joined this program, once I was approved, it opened up so many doors for me. Life just got a lot better for me. And like I said, this is a really, real cool thing that we have, and we should take advantage of if you qualified. Of course. This is cool from a Trio Online for sure.
Samara, let me ask you this: as a DACA recipient, obviously, we just happened to witness some historic moments yesterday, actually, with all this change of government and new administration. As a DACA recipient, do you think there's a different path on the way that you can see ahead of us?
I'm hopeful for that. I mean, there is reports on the news saying that Biden does have a plan to provide a pathway to citizenship for those undocumented. And then, of course, for those who are DACA recipients, it's going to be like a shorter span, like for us to wait. So I'm very hopeful. I don't know, maybe it's like, because you never know. Some people are going to vote yes, some people are going to vote no. But I'm hopeful for it to happen. But yeah, I wanted to add as well that even if you're not a DACA recipient, like you sometimes you might not even know, but your friends are. So if you're seeing this and you find out about our DACA grants contest, just spread the word, just share it, and you never know who you might be helping out.
Oh, absolutely. And like you said, sometimes people, because they don't qualify or they don't even need it or anything, or they're already citizens or anything, but some people that they know, after they share this information, it could be really, really useful to whoever comes around this kind of information. All right, so we'll stay tuned for that. And definitely, I'll be watching some of the videos that people will be sending for this program. How about soccer-wise, Samara? What do you think? Chivas? Do you think they have any, or you don't want to talk about Chivas?
Ya es Chiva Hermana, ya es Chiva Hermana.
¿Se convirtieron en Chiva Hermana?
Le cambiamos esas rayas de rayadas a Chiva Hermana ya.
¿Es de rayada de las Chivas a rayada de Necaxa?
No, era de rayadas de Necaxa, ahora es de las Chivas ya. Por fin, abrió los ojos.
Recapacité.
Okay.
Ojalá.
Since when you're a Necaxa fan, Samara?
Since when?
Since when? Yeah, all your life, so as long as you remember.
Since as long as I can remember, maybe 4 years old. I mean, I don't remember when I was 4, but since I was 4, I know I have pictures of me wearing the Necaxa jersey.
All right, so it's a family thing then.
Yeah, it's a family thing. So I can make my own choices now that I'm grown.
now she finally realized that, you know.
Clan.
Claro,
welcome
ahora.
Thank
to the
you.
Chivas fan base. Yeah, you're official.
It's official now. It's live.
It's
Everybody knows.
Edwin, you can also
Sorry, Edwin.
change your mind if you want to.
No,
Yes,
no.
Edwin. Por favor, abre los ojos. Wake up, man.
Samara, me caías bien, Samara.
No te preocupes, Amara. Estás en el verdadero club de los ganadores ahora.
Todos contra Edwin.
Yes.
Siempre. El show se puede llamar así, sin problemas.
Va a ser el nuevo nombre ahora que estamos cambiándolo. Ya se va a llamar el show contra Edwin.
Any day, it could be like that. But so since you're around, Samara, we're gonna keep you here in order to do a little bit of a prediction. So the first prediction would be if we should get a nickname for El Super Mojado after he gets his citizenship.
Yeah.
El papá de los pollitos, así que.
That's great. I want to see that.
Chicken's dad.
Te hablan, Edwin.
No, él es más pollito que nada.
Por eso, güey.
Sí, sin llorar, Edwin, sin llorar. Sin Yolanda, Mari Carmen. Vamos a ver. Let's see how we did with the predictions last week, and then we go into our predictions this week. And Samara, of course, if you participate this week, you'll be able to see how you do. And obviously, you always keep an eye on the soccer scores. So let's check it out what we have from last week, and el Walter Mercado Super Mojado, a ver qué nos dijo. Vamos a decirle al Produ, apriétele rec en este momento. ¡Pum!
Grábale, Produ.
Apúntele, mi chavo, apúntele. Necaxa, San Luis. Elmur.
Necaxa.
¿Números?
Necaxa.
¿Números?
¿Qué? ¿De cuándo? Gana,
¿De
digo. Es lo de menos, van a ganar.
No, ¿cómo no, güey? Tienes que decir algo por si hay empate, güey, porque mira, se te va a subir el que te va a poner casa, aquí mi compañero de al lado, y te va a decir, también Necaxa.
No, el 3-1.
3-1 gana Necaxa, súper.
Yo veo un empate, 1-1.
1-1. Yo me voy con... porque yo no les pongo casa a nadie. San Luis gana 2-1. Entonces, Juárez-Tijuana. Ese está bueno.
Fíjate que Juárez no decepcionó, no se vio mal ahí en el primer partido, así que se la vamos a dar 2-0.
2-0 gana. Uy, pobre Cholos. ¿Elmur?
Yo estoy igual, Yo voy por el 2-0, igual de Juárez.
2-0 gana Juárez. Yo me voy con un empate a 1. Chivas, yo voy primero. Gana 3-1. Escuchen bien esto. Chivas gana 3-1 en casa ante el Toluca. Apúntenle, mi chavo.
Chale, ya ¿viste el WhatsApp, Me robaste ahí la predicción.
Primero, güey, porque no me dices copión.
No hablen con el corazón, hablen con el sentido. Hablen con la razón.
Pues tú,
dale, pues realista, 2-1 las Chivas.
No, 1-1.
Qué aburrido. Mira, Cruz Azul Puebla se pone bueno. Elmur, vete tú primero.
Cruz Azul Puebla.
Sí.
Puebla 3-0.
Wow. Cruz Azuleada, Cruz Azuleada de una.
Corran ya a Reynoso y corran a todo el mundo. Súper.
No, yo veo 1-1.
¿1-1?
Sí, aburridón.
No, qué aburrido. Yo voy con Puebla, 1-0. No, me la voy a elongar como...
Te vas con el camote,
No, ¿qué pues? Entonces, tranquilamente, 1-0 gana el Puebla. Y voy yo primero con Monterrey América. Vasco Aguirre contra Solari. Voy que lo gana el Vasco. 2-0 al América.
3-1 para el Vasco también.
La presión está en el muro.
2-2.
Qué aburrido, bro. Nomás por no querer. Puedes decir lo mismo, no pasa nada. Mira, vamos a darle ahora a Elmur la primera. Pumas Mazatlán.
Me parece que Mazatlán 2-1.
Ay, papá. Súper.
No, se la vamos a dar a Pumas. Se la vamos a dar el mismo marcador 2-1.
Yo voy Mazatlán 1-0. Así va a quedar, van a ver. Con gente. No, es en CEU. Santos Tigres. Súper.
2-1 Tigres.
2-1. gana Tigres. Elmur.
1-1.
No, yo le doy 2-0, gana Tigres. Querétaro, Atlas. ¿Cómo quedó el Querétaro? Porque perdió. Sí, perdió contra el Toluca.
Duelo de perdedores. Chicas, yo lo dije fuerte, ¿verdad?
Nada raro.
0-0, aburridón.
Y qué feo. ¿Tú échale, Elmur?
No, me voy con Querétaro, un 2-1.
Yo me voy también con el Querétaro, pero 1-0. Y luego tenemos duelo de hermanos el lunes. León Pachuca.
No, para la Fiera, seguramente, un 2-0.
Ay, despertó. Y sin raspar al Edwin. ¿Tú, Super?
Sí, despierta la Fiera, 3-1.
3-1, gana León 2-0. ¿Por qué tenemos el partido de San Luis Chivas a mitad de semana, Elmur? Tú que sabes todo lo que sabe, ¿Qué pasó? Mi super Walter Mercado, perdiste, brother.
No, el Elmore es el Walter Mercado, güey.
No, diario te andas anunciando como el mejor. But anyway, so thank you guys. I'll take second place sometimes, it's good. And saludos al Elmur, que de seguro nos está viendo. Elmur, una torta ahogada a tu favor, venga.
No te agüites, que este es el rebound, this show.
Oh yeah, I want to see that. Are you guys ready for the predictions here? Samara, ¿estás lista?
Let's do it. Samara.
Vamos ahí. Edwin, como está bien emocionado siempre, viene Edwin.
Venga, Edwin, come on, a la cancha, Edwin.
Edwin Gruñón, así cuando le dicen, Edwin, ponte a calentar. Así lo ve. Vamos a ver qué continúa. Pero bueno, vamos entonces con las predicciones. Primero las damas en cada una de ellas. Samara, what do you think? What did you say?
Primero las damas super mojado, a ver, adelante.
Tú siempre traes el peinadito, güey. Contigo empezamos.
All right, Atlético San Luis, Chivas del Guadalajara. Samara, you go first.
Chivas 2-0.
Ok, super.
3-1 las Chivas.
Metiendo 3.
Hugo.
Edwin.
Chicotazos.
Hugo, quiero escuchar la tuya primero.
1-1, otro empate para Chivas.
Puta madre.
0-0, partido aburridísimo.
No, si no es el León, brother, si no es el Pachuca, tú tranquilo, yo nervioso. Let's go to the next one. Puebla against Tijuana. Samara, you go first.
1-1.
Ok. Super.
2-1 para el Puebla.
Ponte la del Puebla. Edwin, vas tú. Y aquí yo ordeno quién va y tú no.
1-0 Puebla, Gordo Ormedeus.
Ay, mi amor, ya dale un beso, güey, ya.
El 9 de la selección. Yo voy 2-0 Puebla. Mazatlán against Santos Laguna. Remember, it's in Mazatlán with no fans. Officially.
Ojo.
Set by
lo acaba de hacer oficial hace un minuto.
I know. I'm
all right. Dásela ya.
We have the official announcer of Mazatlán.
Edwin,
de salud,
el pollito.
Sí.
Samara, so Mazatlán, no fans, remember, no fans in Mazatlán against Santos Laguna, which they won against America.
Santos 1, Mazatlán 0.
Okay, super.
3-0 for Santos, and this is gonna be 2-1 victory. So 3 partidos, 3 ganados para Santos.
Okay, Edwin.
Santos.
No, yo voy 1-1. 1-1, lo veo empate. El que sigue sí está difícil con todo y un saludo a todos los del Atlas. It's going to be Atlas against Tigres at the Estadio Jalisco. Samara.
Tigres 2-1.
Súper rápido, a lo que venimos.
All right. Tigres 3-0. Atlas 0 ganados, 3 perdidos.
Edwin.
Yo voy a dar la sorpresa, señores. Atlas 1-0.
Nah, no existe eso, no existe. ¿Dónde la viste?
Oh,
y menos cuando viene de perder Tigres.
Wow.
Yo voy 2-0 gana Tigres.
Recuerda que no va a estar Gignac.
No importa.
No está
es Atlas, güey, es Atlas.
Anyway, Toluca against your Rayos del Necaxa, Samara. A Toluca.
Necaxa 1-0.
Ganó el corazón.
No, bromas.
2-1 Toluca.
Sí.
Así que.
¿Y Edwin?
2-0 Toluca.
2-0 Toluca. Yo me voy igual que el Edwin, le copio. Querétaro against Pumas. Samara, rápido.
Pumas 1-0.
Super.
1-1.
1-1.
1-1. Yo me voy que gana Pumas 2-0. Y el último, Pachuca Cruz Azul. Aquí se va a poner difícil para Edwin. Pero, ¿cómo va, Samara?
Empate 1-1.
No hay idea. ¿Es Super?
Roscas.
0-0. Edwin va a sacar aquí 16-0, gana el Pachuca. ¿Cuánto va?
Cruz Azul 1-0.
Cruz Azul gana. Vamos a ver.
Wow.
No, yo creo que gana el Pachuca.
Gana Cruz Azul.
1-0. Gana Pachuca.
Uy, gana Cruz Azul y se va a Pesolano. Ojalá, Dios quiera. Lárgate.
Ay, el que habla aquí sin camiseta puesta ni nada. Aparte no hablas solo como aficionado, hablas como
con ardor.
Novia tóxica. Hablas como novia tóxica.
Sí,
la tóxica. No puedo para el Edwin, la tóxica.
Le están aguantando lo mismo que Hugo Sánchez, otro petardo del fútbol.
No. Acuérdense quién lo dijo. Let's send all the vibes to
no te preocupes, no tengo miedo.
Edwin over here.
Sánchez es el fracaso.
Por favor, a todos los fans, everyone watching, that was Edwin, okay? That was Edwin.
We have a girl here, a lady here in the show. Please compose yourself, please. And Tamara, do you think Edwin sounds like a novia tóxica when he talks like that? As an que se la como novela.
No, I don't think so.
Samara.
No lo defiendas, Samara, por favor.
Why you don't think so? Are you familiar with a toxic person? Or
yes,
not really?
but I feel he's just very passionate about his team.
Wait, he's the one that tells us every week not to talk about the teams that we like with a t-shirt on or with a jersey on, and he's the one who's telling us that. Come on, it's tóxico. Edwin el tóxico.
Que se vaya el desgraciado.
Sí. Edwin el tóxico. Así de malo de novela. Anyway, so stay tuned, guys. Stay up a little bit because we're gonna watch some good soccer coming up, and I'll be able to get the first win of the quiniela. Of the predictions.
No creo.
What do you mean? No creo. Me estaba regañando el productor porque le estoy diciendo a Edwin tóxico.
¿La tóxica?
No pasa nada, Edwin.
No pasa nada.
Aquí bromeamos en serio todo el tiempo. Así suenas. But anyway, we're coming up to an end. Stay tuned because there's good soccer coming up. And there's also, I wanted to remind everybody that we are giving away DACA grants. So it's very important for a lot of people to remain here. These are our sponsors. First of all, check them out. Firme Mezcal. There's a thing coming up that they just discovered, the scientists, about mezcal, about cuando tienes frío. El frío no existe. It's just the lack of mezcal in your system.
There you go.
So right now that it's winter in some parts of the U.S., make sure you get some firme mezcal, and of course, stay tuned with everything, all the information that we come up with DACA grants from our sponsors. Samara, explain it to us.
Yo no necesito el DACA, pero me podrían mandar una botellita de mezcal.
Claro, hay que decirle al productor ahí que si podemos participar, aunque sea, si no es para DACA, que nos dé una botellita aquí.
Mezcal, por favor, productor.
Hay que pedirlo bien, güey, no hay que pedirlo como borracho. Yo quiero mi botellita de mezcal. ¿Tú tomas mezcal, Samara, o no?
No, pero me gustaría probarlo también.
Acuérdense que
esa es la actitud.
Aquí tenemos a alguien de la tierra del mezcal, y no así
por cierto, tus chapulineros están en
mis
semifinales.
Chapulineros ahí con todo. Vamos, chapulineros. Aquí mandándoles la buena vibra.
Liga
Sending the good vibes.
Liga de balompié.
Así es, ahí van con todos los chapulineros. El super mojado es chapulinero de cuna. Anyway.
Y yo dije, ¿de qué? Perdón.
¿De cura qué dice?
All right. Enough with the bullying. Enough with the bullying. Anyway, Samara, últimas palabras. Remind us about this DACA program, and so everybody can go and apply.
Right. Super rapidito. Create a video 60 seconds or less explaining why how you would benefit from winning this contest, and also tag El Tri Online on whatever social media platform you uploaded on, and as well as our sponsors, Illicit Graphics, Incha Clothing Co., Supreme Asphalt Services, and Firme. I'm just looking at them over here. Firme Mezcala. So you have, starting tomorrow, the contest starts tomorrow, Friday, 22nd, and you have until the 1st of February, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that. Yes, February 1st. So you have a little bit over a week to make your submission. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's super simple. So, and if you don't want to participate or can't participate, just spread the word.
All right, perfect. Beautiful. We got it. DACA programs giving away from El Tri Online. Edwin, últimas palabras, en super últimas palabras, ¿qué tenemos?
Nada, pues solo encouraging people to really participate. Like I said, Samara and I, we benefit from this program, and it's an awesome program. It will help you improve your life situation, and a los patrocinadores nada más que me manden un mezcalito para mi tío Bernie aquí. He needs un mezcalito. Please send us a little bottle for my tío Bernie.
Edwin, nos vamos. Últimas palabras.
No, gracias por su tiempo, chavos, y coman frutas y verduras.
Sí, Cuauhtémoc. Dale, pues. Gracias, banda. Nos vemos aquí el lunes y que estén bien. Buen fútbol. Gracias, Samara, por acompañarnos. Apply to the DACA program.
Yeah, it's 5 winners.